This is the gun emplacement at the top of the hill overlooking Whyalla. And here we've got the steelworks just down off the side. Bit of a shake in the camera there. And overlooking the city of, well, town of Whyalla. Don't know whether it's reached city status yet. Very heavy steel industrial town. Not a bad place to stay, and the food that the Chinese take away can't be beaten anywhere. This is the Freycinet Trail, which is just out of Whyalla. Good camping spots along here. This is one of them. It's all free with toilet facilities. And a poor old pooch there. The Point Lowie Lighthouse, which is just still on the Freycinet Trail at the beginning end of it. And the rainbow. This is one of the many views typical of the coast. This view here was a 20k drive over Corrugated Roads to see a seal colony. Not much to see in the way of seals. They were way down there on the bottom of the cliff. I know in New Zealand you can actually get right down and almost touch the seals. Here is a lot of the typical coastal stuff on the south coast of Australia. In fact, a lot of the scenery on the Western Eyre Peninsula. We got these art pieces here. There's a lot of them around in South Australia. Doesn't say much about what they represent, but they've obviously got a story to them somewhere. And now we're in the main street of Streaky Bay. Highly commercialised place. We stayed in a caravan park there. It was fairly expensive and pretty busy. So and just a shot of the foreshore at Streaky Bay. Beautiful morning here this morning at Pildappa Rock, north of the Eyre Peninsula in South Australia. We finally get to camp bush again. Hardly anyone around, just a couple of vans, you can't even see them. And the Pildappa Rock. Natural formation. Hundreds of thousands of years old. This here is around the eastern side of the Pildappa Rock. There's a day area for picnics and stuff like that, and you can see there's a couple of visitors there. And this is one of the ways up to the summit. And we're coming up to geraniums that were planted in 1938 by one of the local families. This is the showground at Wadena, where we stayed for a few days, so we can have a look around some of the local scenery here. It's been very wet, ground's a bit slushy, but $15 a night with good facilities, so it's pretty good value, really. And now we're at one of the rock formations just out of Wadena. And on top of the rock formation, there's a lot of these types of formations around the country, and they use the water runs off them in heavy rain, and they put channeling around the bottom, and the water that comes off them is very pure. So there's one in Western Australia we went to that was covered in moss, and the water was just beautiful. And now we're at the conservation area, about 15 k's out of Wadena. There's another huge rock formation, but not as easy to get access to. It's field walking, so due to my state of fitness or lack thereof, we'll just drive past and have a look. More comfortable sitting in the car. We're at a rock formation called Murphy's Haystacks. It's about 80 kilometres south of Streaky Bay off the highway. These rock formations we're looking at here are millions of years old and were, in times gone past, actually below the surface of the earth. So these have gradually been uncovered over the millions of years to give these formations as they stand today. The rocks are actually on private property, and the owner of the property has set it up as a tourist attraction with